Hopefully, this is going to all the right people going online. Okay, I see I'm live there. Now let me. I can't remember how to post a link. 1 second. Okay, and then I've got to post to my. Oh, hey! Hey, I'm still getting used to the layout here and everything. Hopefully, you can hear me okay. We've still been trying to figure out the audio and all of that. I'm just letting everybody know online that I am online. So just make sure I got my water here. Make sure you have something to drink. I also have tea in the background back there. You know, we're staying hydrated here while we play. Give me 1 second. I'm live everywhere. Where to go to find me? Okay. All right. Awesome. I'm glad the audio is good. My tea, what is my tea? My tea today is blood orange. It kind of tastes like Kool-Aid. It's very, very good. I also have a peach Bellini scented candle burning. Very summery. That's the vibe today, is very, very summery. I don't know. I'm usually a cozy person. I love like fall and cozy and vanilla and smoky scents and flavors, but I said let's have a little summer fun. Why not, you know? Yes. I hope you are having a great, I almost said start to your week. It's Thursday. Where has the week gone? I hope that you're having a great week so far. A great week in general, right? This is probably going to be the wildest thing for me to get used to is what is the difference even? Please explain to me what is the difference between like an emote, an emoji, and then a sticker? Like I know what emojis are, but like how does that make it different than like an emote and a sticker? I'm not quite understanding. Amazon is at my house, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I think my dogs are good now. End of your week because of no work. Nice, nice. Yay! Hi, Mina. Hi. We're okay. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. I almost had a complete mental breakdown yesterday and trying to set this all up. I am now, and now I can see the difference because, like, we have the chat set up so that everybody, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch, you're all a part of the community chat, which I think is so great because, number one, trying to get me to multitask, that was not going to happen. That was never going to happen. But also, because I want this to feel, I miss when the internet, social media felt social and when it felt like a community. So it's so nice that I could have all of you in one chat I think you all, because I put it up on the screen, it looks very tiny to me. So I'm hoping it's not the most tiny to you, the chat. But yeah, I want all of you to be able to talk to each other. And so that was super nice. But I almost bawled. I almost quit. Okay. Yesterday, trying to set this all up because it was not working for me. I could stream on Twitch separately. I can stream on YouTube separately. I could not get them both together. I figured out it was my bit rate. So pro tip, if you can't stream both ways, it's because your bit rate on Twitch is too high. It has to be either 6,000 or 8,000. Just a little pro tip. That's what I learned. So I fixed that and now everything is okay. I think my other point of overwhelm also though is like YouTube is so easy, dangerously easy to go live on. You just hit a button and then you're live. Twitch, I don't engage or watch or have anything to do with Twitch. So setting up the Twitch, I think my page even looks bare bones. Like getting into Twitch and then trying to stream on Twitch was honestly just it was overwhelming for me. It was completely overwhelming for me. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't do that. And then I think there was added pressure for me because I wanted to go live so badly and it was getting late. It was starting to get like 7, 8 o'clock. And I was like, I'm never going to be able to go live at this point because I was just overwhelming myself. So today I'm feeling so much better because everything is working now. I stayed up late trying to get everything all together. So yeah, let's see. Okay, emojis and emotes. That's what I'm thinking. They seem like they're the same kind of thing. And then the stickers. So we're all unsure about the sticker. Okay. There's a lot of vocabulary. There's a lot of stuff that I am still learning here. I also just set up a Discord. I got to figure out how to integrate that as well at some point. Baby steps, right? But I'm now on Discord. I feel like a grandma using everything. I literally feel so ancient and so old trying to use everything because I'm like, I understand that Discord should just be chat, but then there's like all these servers and then there's rooms and then there's like voice channels and then there's tech channels. And I'm like, babe, I just want to set up a group chat. That's all I'm trying to do. Set up a group chat so that I don't have to post to 7 different social media platforms that I'm online. I just want to set up a group chat and then we just all join the group chat and I say, hey guys, I'm online. And then you just come. Is that so much to ask for? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, Twitch is very overwhelming for me because it seems like such a boy site. And I don't mean that to be mean, but it's like it's so loud and aggressive and everything is, I don't know if I just have mine on dark mode, and I usually have everything on dark mode and it doesn't feel this aggressive, but for some reason Twitch on dark mode feels very aggressive and very like intimidating. There's so much text everywhere and I'm a reader. I don't have an aversion to text, but it's not cutesy. It's not cutesy. Where are the pictures? Where's the fun? Okay. It just doesn't resonate with me. It doesn't resonate with me. So now that I know that we're live, I guess I'm going to close out some of these windows and seriously, learning curve. So if any audio, because that's what I'm currently trying to work on is my audio, making sure that that's working. If anything with the audio or the screen is not vibing with you, please let me know. I will not get upset. I'm trying to figure this thing out along as we go. I'm going to open up my sim screen. Yesterday when I was streaming, is it streaming or is it going live? What is the difference? Can we use both terminology? But when I was live yesterday, I think my Sims was turned down too much. So, and it's a balance. It's figuring out that Sims to voice balance. So you let me know. If you prefer games to be muted while I'm talking, let me know. But I feel like it's so dead. It feels so empty when it's muted. So just let me know. But here we are. Ooh, I don't think I like the text chat up there though, but maybe that's just because we're here right now. So this is the family that we've been working with. We have Danae and Rochelle, and then we have our 2 horses, which that's a new face I've literally never seen before. But okay, I guess we're in a silly, goofy mood, girl. All right. So, okay, see, now the chat doesn't look that bad against that blue background. And I guess it doesn't look bad there either. Okay. I just didn't want there to be too much going on and then you not be able to read the chat. So, a little update. This is my happy couple. They're not married because I wanted to have a wedding. I just really wanted to play around with weddings and all of that. So, we have our 2 Sims here. They're partners. They decided while they're in their relationship that they're romantically reserved, which has me a little... You're romantically reserved and you are in a relationship. You just got in this relationship. It seems like maybe you don't like your partner. So I'm a little I'm a little heartbroken about that because I made them for each other. Seems kind of weird that you would become romantically reserved. When I made you for it, you were soulmates. God, aka me, not normally, but in this game, I am God. That's just how it is. Created you for each other. Okay? You were supposed to be soulmates. And then you decide, I don't think romance is for me. And I just find that very insulting as the creator, okay? I'm a little offended by that, but we'll see. Maybe we can make them fall in love. I don't want to do that either. That makes me feel rude. But this is our humble estate. We are poor. We're poor, but it's okay. We're young adults. It's fine. We're just figuring life out, okay? We are surviving on Rochelle's gardening income. Don't know how much gardeners make, but it's Sims. Here you go. And Danae has decided she wants to be a professional horsey rider. So, once again, I don't know how much professional horse riders make, but here we are. We're doing it. We are doing it. This is our lovely stable, and we adopted, this is a shelter horse named Brownie, because what do you name a horse? They asked me to name this horse, and I was like, girl, I don't know what you name a horse. So I named that one Brownie because it's brown. Problematic, I don't know. And then I named this one Joe. I don't know. And I think actually Joe is a girl, and I found that out after the fact. So that's great. And we've had Joe, we birthed Joe. We made Joe. Joe is our infant, and Joe is also a prodigy sleeping in her own poop. So that's also great. But this is what we've been up to. I am contemplating making not a new save because I love the idea of a forever world. If you don't know what a forever world is, it's like you continually to make families within the same Sims game. So you're not constantly making new save files. And I am contemplating making a new family in this save file so that maybe we can try other careers out or other goals. I've heard of challenges like the soul food challenge, and I don't know if the 100 baby challenge is for me, but I have heard of it. I'm a little bit too much of a control freak to have 100 babies in my game. I don't even want one baby, let alone 100 babies, you know? Like, that don't sit right with my spirit. So I don't know if that challenge will be for me, but I think it would be fun to branch out of this family. This is like my first family though that I wanted to create, and I really wanted to play in this horse ranch expansion, just to play with horses. Plus the horse animations are so cute, you know? So while they continue to sleep, I guess, do y'all have any plans for this weekend? Are you guys going to do anything cool? All right, you guys need to wake up. You can't keep doing this. Yes, please go to work. Also, you go to the bathroom. Don't just stand there. Go to the bathroom. Look at that walk. Diabolical. That walk. All right, and we have work, so we're going to just get some leftovers there. Girl, you can wake up. You are fully rested. And you can also get some leftovers and then take a shower, and then we're going to play with our horse. Horses. Both are horses. I'm contemplating going to a burlesque show this weekend. I want to be outside. I want to be amongst the people. It's been a while. I guess she decided she's not going to eat, even though she's very, very hungry. Key lime pie. I don't know that I've ever had key lime pie before. I don't think I have. It kind of, my mom used to make this pie, which is maybe I'm thinking like flavor profile wise, kind of like key lime pie. Is my mom used to make this pie with yogurt and whipped cream and put it in like a graham cracker crust, and it was so freaking good. It was so good. But I've never had key lime pie before. I'm an apple pie girl. I love apple scents. I love apple pie. You can catch me with apples all the time. That is my thing, is apple. I'm an Arkansas girl. I'm not from here, but I live here in Arkansas. What was I saying? Yeah, so I might go to a burlesque show, possibly. We'll see. Oh my god, I did plant this yesterday, and it is, what is it called? A quill plant. I've never heard of a quill plant before. I don't even know if it's real. Sims could tell me something is real, and I'd be like, yeah, that sounds valid. Quill plant? I don't know if that's real, but we're growing one. Is Edwards like Costco or Aldi's? I don't know. Maybe I should know what Edwards is. I did not know that about Dove, though. I might have to check that out. The only thing about apple scents in like bath products is they usually have cinnamon in them, and I'll be honest, I am not the biggest fan of cinnamon. Cinnamon scents is not really my... Do y'all hate each other? Cinnamon scents is not exactly my favorite scent. There's something, not spicy. Spicy is not the right word for it, but there's something like spicy about it that I don't particularly enjoy. I'm also not a sweet scent person. So like it still has to have the warmth. So I think like an apple vanilla would be, and I know I'm saying vanilla and vanilla is sweet, but like with a little bit of like cedarwood or something in there to make it like have that smoky scent. I think that would be my ideal apple scent. Right now, perfume wise, I'm wearing a By the Fireplace dupe. That is like my go-to, and I layer it with a little bit of vanilla perfume. And then obviously my cocoa butter lotion. That is my like go-to scent profile, and I do usually get compliments on it. Because I'm not a super sweet girly. You know how I mentioned multitasking? I am more interested in talking to y'all than I am this Sims thing. So simming while talking to you it goes back to doing my makeup. I can't do my makeup and talk at the same time. It's very, very, I have to focus on one or the other. And I'm trying to talk to you because like I said, I'm more interested in talking to you. That's why I did all of this. Community. I want to talk to you. You guys are like, I want to feel like you guys are here and we're just in like one big FaceTime hanging out. I prefer talking to y'all over trying to sim. So if I'm not fully into this game, it's because, I mean, hey, I'm into you. I'm into you right now. This has my attention now. Feed it? Rochelle is stopping by the local florist to pick up some odds and ends when she notices an odd new plant tucked in amongst the tulips and buys it for a few simoleon. After being unable to make it grow with water or fertilizer, the plant somehow communicates to Rochelle that it would like to be fed plasma. Plasma! A drop does wonders for it. All right. This is an amazing but dangerous plant that could bring Rochelle fame and fortune, but also plenty of bruises should Rochelle continue down this path. What? And the benefits. If we feed it, Rochelle will gain fame and money, but she will become very uncomfortable. If she doesn't feed it, Rochelle's life will continue unchanged. I am intrigued, but also plasma. What? What? Do we feed the plant? Do we feed it or do we not feed it? Do we just go on with our life unchanged, or do we? I don't know that I have. I'm a little concerned about her being uncomfortable, but also it could be. It could. Maybe we feed the vampire plant. Yeah, let's feed it. Let's feed it. Let's feed it. Why not? Let's feed it. All right, let's see what happened. Oh, she became a notable newcomer. She started down the path of stardom. I know a little bit about the fame thing. A few drops. Cuts be darned. Rochelle decides to forge onward with the bloody business at hand. The plant grows to an extraordinary size, and Rochelle is able to sell clippings along with exclusive photos and interviews, boosting her fame. And all it took was some plasma, sweat, and tears, along with a few days to heal from the myriad of small injuries the plant has inflicted. So she became plant food. Oh my God. So she is hurt and healing from feeding bizarre plant. And she's also grungy. She is grungy now. She's got to take a shower. All right. But you know what? No pain, no gain, baby. No pain, no gain. All right. I have to tell you, the other thing about these horses is they're always miserable. And I have tried over and over and over again to try to make them feel better. And it's apparently they're fun, but doing any of the horse stuff, like the barrels and oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get out of your view. He was peeing. Doing the barrel jumping for the agility, all of that doesn't boost their fun. Like they have to like hang out with other horses or play with their ball. But every single time I ask them to play with their ball, they just don't. They snub it. And it gives my sim a negative emoji. Hey! Welcome. We're just hanging. We are just hanging out here, playing some Sims, but mostly talking because I can't multitask. And who wants me to? I kind of want to go grab myself a glass of tea. So I'm going to pause this. I guess I could show y'all my cutie little dress. Also, do you like my backdrop so far? Oh, you know what I didn't do for the backdrop? Hold on. We gonna take it up a notch. Now we have a fabulous purple wall. And it matches my computer. I know you can't see my computer, but it matches my computer. But yes, I'm going to go grab myself a glass of tea. I still have to, my backdrop, I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do back there and all of that. But I think it's nice so far. We're all new. This is all new. This is only my second time on Twitch and maybe my fifth time on YouTube live streaming. So, and my first room. This is my first room that's completely mine. So it's a process. It's a journey. We'll figure it out. And thank you. And thanks. I'm so excited. Like I have never had I mean, I had my own room when I was a kid at some point because I was the oldest, and that's the benefit of being the oldest is you get your own room. But I wasn't allowed to decorate my room the way that my room is constantly in construction, and my parents are always moving us around as kids in our house. So I always had a different room, which means that my room was always painted for one of my younger siblings. So this is the first room that I get that's just like mine, completely mine. I'm not allowed to paint the walls though. That is the rule. I'm not allowed to do that. But I did take that door off and I put a curtain up so that I could have the illusion of a painted wall. I also have like red curtains in here over my window, and I'm just doing little things here and there. Thank you. I'm excited. My shelf is all mine. All my makeup is in there now too. So I get to sit at my desk here and do my makeup. It was so much fun on YouTube doing the makeup and streams. So I'll probably bring that back as well. I thought about doing that today, but I talked so much about Sims that I was like, okay, we got to do a Sims thing because I feel like the people are expecting that. But I am going to probably switch it up, do some makeup, do some Sims. That's really the only game I play. I'm not really a gamer. I'm just not. I've tried many games. I've tried the Stardew Valleys. I've tried all of these games. I'm just not a gamer. But I do love Sims. Okay, I do love that a lot. So I'll probably bring that here. It would be fun to just hang out, honestly, and like drink our tea, chat, do our thing. If you're studying, I guess I could keep you company while you're studying and all of that. You know, I just miss feeling like I'm not shouting out into a void all the time. Truly, that's what I miss. So thank you so much for just supporting the randomness, the sporadicness of it all. You know me, I just kind of do my thing and hope for the best. If there's one thing I'm going to do, it's going to be me. Okay? I'm going to be me, do everything. So, yeah. What are you studying, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not in school, so I will not necessarily be studying with you, but I am fascinated. If I did go back to school, I'd go back to school for psychology. So maybe one day I'll do that. But okay. I found my people that are both gaming and makeup. Cool. That's what I need. That's what we're going to do here for sure. I can't wait until this room is a little bit more done now so that I could officially do like I don't know what I want to call this. I don't know if I want to call it like a study, what am I trying to say? I'm mixing up words study and studio. I don't know if I want to call it my studio or my streaming room or what, but at some point I would love to give y'all a tour once it's a little bit more done. I feel like there's still stuff to be done for sure. Let me see if my tea is cool enough for me to sip it without burning myself. We're good. We are good there. It would be so embarrassing if I did burnt myself on the stream. That stuff I think about. I'm like, what would be an embarrassing thing that could happen to me today? The Diva Den? Girl. Love it. I thought about, too, sticking a sign above my door. Because my favorite thing is when dinner is done being made, and then I'm being let know, like, hey, dinner is being made, but they can't tell if I'm streaming or not. And so I'm also contemplating sticking, like, a recording sign above my door, and just like if I'm on stream, just turning that on, kind of like when you go into like a studio, a sound booth. I thought that. Oh, speaking of which, I also thought it would be fun. I don't know exactly how to do it yet, but I also thought it would be really fun. I make music, and I thought it'd be really fun to make music on stream. like record, but I don't know exactly how I'd record my vocals for the song while also recording for the stream. So I haven't quite figured that out either yet, but it is something that's like on my list of things like to possibly look into, because I think that would be fun to have everybody see the process through that. Project management. That's cool. That's cool. So like what do you want to do with that? Oh. Girl, are you okay? 1 second. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna introduce you real quick to the culprits of all of the noise in my house. Hold on. Oh, girl, come back here. This is Red. Say hi. No, you say it into there. He's being shy now, but you need to know he is a little devil, okay? You're being so baby, but you're not a baby. Okay. He doesn't want to be up here. And then my other dog, I cannot pick him up, but Randy, come here. Up. Oh. It's okay. And he is actually a baby. He is the sweetest little baby. Okay. One of my wigs just came in. I ordered 2 new wigs, right? 2 new wigs. So one of my wigs did just come in, which is going to be great. Because I love my fro. I just want other styles to play around with. I got so weird about trying out different styles. I was like, who's going to know if it's me? But then I'm also like, respectfully, it is such a Caucasian thing to be very confused when a black person switches up their hair. And I've decided, be confused. I've decided I don't care if you're confused anymore. Be confused then. I don't know what to tell you at that point. If you have zero facial recognition, that's on you at that point now. Like, so I have a pair of scissors. I guess I can open it here. I just gotta make sure I don't expose myself, my address. I am very excited though. I have one of my birthday presents isn't getting here until like the end of September, which is kind of a bummer, but it's fine. But right now, I have other presents coming in, and this is I'm happy. I'm excited. It's all about me right now, and that's exciting to me. They really do get so confused, and I'm like, girl, it's really. Here's the other thing about getting me confused is how many 6 feet tall, loud Black women that dress and look the way that I do, how many of those women are they coming across? I don't live in a big city, by the way. So, like, how many of you are coming across women like me, and how are you getting me mixed up with somebody who's like 5'3"? Kind of silly to me. Yes, I do. Yep, August 23rd. Yep. I will be 32 years old. But you know, I feel like I'm in my 20s, but better, you know? I made a video about it. You could not pay me to go back to my 20s, but I do feel younger than I ever have in my life. Just way smarter, way more wiser, way more capable of everything that life has to throw at me. Which we love to see it, because I was a bumbling mess in my 20s, as you should be. You should be a bumbling mess. There is no shade to being in your 20s and being a little confused. You got the spirit, all right? So this wig is just very basic. It's supposed to look like my hair, but straight, which I wanted to do, like, if I wanted to do like sleek 90s look or something, that was kind of the vibe of why I chose this wig. And all my wigs are synthetic because I like a synthetic wig. You don't need a bunch of human hair wigs, okay? I'm sorry, you just don't. I don't know who fed us that lie, but it's okay if your wig sometimes looks like a wig, and it's okay if it's synthetic. I stand by that, personally. I stand by that 120%. Yeah, people forget I'm tall, and I watched that video of me putting that curtain up, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would probably question if I was tall too, because I know that you could see me against that door frame, and you go, well, obviously that door frame has to be a certain height, right? So I understand that you could use contact glues and tell that I'm tall, but I definitely don't look tall. I have long legs, but for whatever reason, my body does not translate tall. And when I watched that video back, I was like, why do I look short? Why do I look tiny? Like, not tiny, but I just don't look like I'm 6 feet. I definitely don't. So I can't get mad. I'm not going to get mad anymore when people are surprised I'm tall, because I realize now, watching back that video, I'm like, I guess I really don't give tall. I guess I really don't, because also I was standing on my tiptoes. Why am I standing on my tiptoes? I don't ever need to stand on my tiptoes, ever. So I am fully just constantly giving short, and I'm anything but. I'm anything but. Yeah. I'm technically 5'10". I'm not exactly 6 feet. I'm 5'10", but I'm always in heels. So you might as well. Honestly, always in heels. I'm probably about 6'2". Always. But yeah. I'm not short. I'm not tiny. But I also do think I do have a very short torso. And I think that plays a part in things. Like, sitting down, I'm going to sit. You will meet me and I'll be sitting and I will look like I'm everybody else's height. I will look normal size. But then I stand up and that's where it all is, you know? Slender build. That's so interesting, because I don't know if I'm not shaming myself or anything. It's just a fact that I don't know necessarily that I give slender so much as I give maybe more athletic, because I was a color guard girl, and our color guard had to actually, I've told this story before on YouTube, we had to actually like fight for our lives. We were military trained. So I've always been like lifting and doing a lot of muscle body weight stuff, push and pull. I moved it so you can't see it in the background anymore, but I have a pole in here. So I'm a dancer as well. So I don't know if slender would necessarily be the way that I would describe my build, so much as more maybe like athletic. But slender, I mean, I could be a skinny legend. I'll take it. I'm 5'10". Yeah. So, and then I always have big hair. That's the other thing. I always have such big hair. Maybe it's a big, I don't know. Something about me just like doesn't give tall. It doesn't give tall. Yeah, I don't know that I could ever get a muscle tone if my life depended on it. It's there. I can feel it there. It's there. Sometimes when I'm filming a video and I see my leg muscles poking out, I'm like, oh girl, okay, look at the thigh. Look at the thigh, okay? But I don't think I could ever, even when I was at my like bulkiest in the midst of like training, I have hella back muscles though. Like, not now, but back then, I have very, very strong back muscles, and they were very prominent all the time, Dorito shaped all the time. Yeah, I don't think I've been 5'6" since I was literally in like junior high, maybe even elementary school. And I'm fully like big. Like I have a big shoe size. I am there. Everything about me is meant to be this stature. I'm also the runt of my family. That's the other crazy thing. People in my family built bigger. Okay. They are all taller than me. I am the tiny one at this point. So yeah. Maybe that's where my tiny energy comes from. I don't know. But people just, I can't be mad anymore. I saw that video myself and I was like, dang, girl, you really just go through life looking like that. You were tall, but you actually look tiny. And honestly, I might make it my new personality trait. I might be one of those girls that just starts walking around and going, I'm so tiny. Boys look at me. They think I'm tiny. At 5'6". I mean, not 5'6". Oh. At 5'10". I love that. We all look like Sims characters. I love that so much. My one is, he's just laying here. I have this rug underneath my desk and he's just laying here under my feet. Because he just wants to be here. The vibe is. That's the other thing I thought. I thought maybe if I put a seat back there, that would be cute. But then my other dog would come in here and we would just hear him straight snoring, disrespectfully snoring the whole time. And I do not know that I could just have snoring while I'm talking. That would be so rude. But also, it would be so cute that he would just be back there. It would be so cute. So, thanks for making me laugh, y'all, because that was really, I appreciate you for that. I also have lo-fi. Ooh, okay. Like the study music. I could pose. We gotta get, well, I guess we do have the books in the background and it's just like the side profile. I could for sure give that. I could for sure. For sure give that vibe. I was thinking about my clothes yesterday because I realized I can't wear most of my clothes when I'm streaming. Even this, I'm kind of, it's not risque or anything, but I think honestly what it is I do, if you're not paying attention, I probably do look a little nude. I probably do. And all of my clothes are mesh and lace and all of that. And I'm like, I can't wear most of my clothes. So I might have to start like a stream clothes like collection of some sort because I'm like, I am a hot girl. Okay. I am a woman who enjoys being hot. I will not be wearing a turtleneck on the stream. I just will not be doing it. Okay. So I'm just like, we might have to deal with the occasional, it's not risque though. They can try and get me in trouble. I'm wearing a full shirt, a full dress even. So, suck it. All right. I'm going to pour myself another glass of tea, and then I guess I can try and maybe focus on some, I don't know. We talking, all right? We just gabbing, and I love that for us. Thank you. If it was much cooler, then maybe, but this room with this computer in it gets so hot. I didn't realize computers were so, like, warm, generated so much heat, but it is pretty warm in here. See, and I'm happy for them. This is not my comments on them, but I do get in a lot of trouble online for the things that I wear. And I just think it's crazy because I've literally seen much more risque things on the internet. So I'm like, why am I getting in trouble? I'm not doing anything, but I've seen way crazier. And I do think there's a bit of bias in there. A bit of bias. Thank you. I got it for my birthday a couple years ago, actually. And I love it so much. And I love that it's in here now. So now it finally gets like full usage and like fully gets to be shown off, and it makes me pretty happy. I'm gonna have to go heat up some water soon so I can add some more water to the pot, but we'll do that in a moment. Oh, I had a question. What? How do I ask this? What do you like when you're watching streams? Like, what are things that make you go, oh, like, I'm going to keep watching this person? And I'm only curious because, like I said, I don't watch a lot of streams, mostly because I actually don't even know how to get captions on this stuff, which is going to be, once again, a whole other battle that I'm going to have to figure out is how to get captions on everything. But I have no background in any of this except for the adult world. And I know why you're watching in that world. I know what you're getting out of it. I am curious about this. When it's just somebody like hanging out, or when it's just somebody like loosely playing Sims or something, is it just the vibe and the person? Like, what makes you, and this isn't like me asking for like flattery or anything. I'm just genuinely curious so I know what I can do to make my streams more entertaining for you. I'm purely asking educational standpoint. What makes streams entertaining for you? Wait, the Human Torch. Yeah, you right. Yeah, yeah. And I do. I like to be comfy. And honestly, what comfy is for me is dresses, because it's essentially like wearing a big shirt. That's why I wear dresses. It's big shirt vibes. And honestly, I don't like anything that's super restricting. And this room is so warm. Okay. I have lights on me and I have this computer next to me. It is so warm in this room that honestly, the less clothes the better. The less clothes the better at this point. Oh, I didn't expect this notification. Received 100 messages today. Okay, yay. Yay. All All right, how do I? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the captions on YouTube, you have to actually get monetized first before they will allow you to get captions on your live streams, which is insane to me. It's also insane to me that I'm not monetized. I'm not going to get into a whole tangent of it all, but like I am so close and yet so far away. And it is very annoying to me. It is very annoying to me. But also, I can't get captioned on there until after I've been monetized, which just seems very, very dumb to me. But yeah, it seems like mostly just the vibe. So as long as I keep good vibes going here, and then the games we play. I really only have so much control over that because, like I said, I'm a simmer and that is pretty much it. Maybe I could be convinced to play some Need for Speed because that is also a game I used to love way, way, way back in the day. Me and my brother used to play it all the time. But I tried to play it recently and now they have like online integrations. And here's the thing. Here's something to know about me. I very, very much so prioritize being able to do my own thing and not have a bunch of people in my business. Okay. And I know that's crazy to say while I'm streaming, but it's because I invited you here. I invited you into this moment in my life. I invited you to this time to spend time with me right here, right now, right? This is me inviting you into my house. But when you're not invited into my house, I don't want you in my house. And I feel like, why do I need online integrations and social aspects in my Need for Speed game? I understand that maybe people like playing with their friends, but I'll be honest with you. No. No. If I want to hang out with my friends, I'll either invite them over or we will go out to the club, okay? I'm not trying to have everybody always intertwined with all of my things. That messes with my spirit. I don't like that. So that was my thing about trying to play Need for Speed, because it was just like, oh, you're being booted off of servers and do this race with player 364. And I'm just like, I don't even know who player 364 is. I don't want to talk to player 364. I just wanted to race. That's it. That's all I wanted. That's why I opened this game. I just wanted to race. I didn't want to deal with any join the Need for Speed faux social media platforms. And I'm like, girl, I don't need social media in my game. I don't need it. I'm just trying to race. Let me race, you know? I'm glad we're all on the same page though. It could be my Scorpio moon. I'm very much so big on privacy, and I'm very much so big on, I chat and I talk a lot. Okay? But also there are things I just don't talk about because I just don't feel like it's not everybody's business, you know? And what game I'm playing, I was so shook when I was playing my Nintendo Switch and I was on the couch and I saw somebody else playing their Switch, right? And I saw my name pop up and it said, Anjali is playing Dream Daddy? What? You're telling everybody that I'm playing. And I knew in that moment that everything is cursed because not everybody needs. You don't need to know. You don't need to know about my dating sims. Okay. You don't need to know my business like that. Okay. Crazy. My journey online. Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on. I'm going to double back to that. Give me 1 second. Cozy games. So that's like the Animal Crossing and stuff. I tried to get into Animal Crossing and I was into it for a second, but I think I want to be more of a gamer than I am. Because I see games and I think aesthetically they're so cute and they're so fun. But I don't have the attention span for gaming. I have attention span for other things. So it's not like my attention span in general type of thing. It's just my attention span for gaming is very, very short. I just cannot focus on games like that. Especially Animal Crossing, the music is so sleepy time music. It is a game that you play when you're like tucked in bed and you got your tea and milk and you're just like, all right, I'm going to play this. And then like that's what Animal Crossing is. You're like, all right, I'm going to do these things, get all my objectives done for Tom Nook, and then you just pass out. You're just sleeping. And then you wake up and you realize, oh, I didn't do nothing because I fell asleep because the music is so soothing. Same thing with Dave the Diver. I've also tried to play that. I just like the restaurant aspect. I don't care about the fish because that's too much action. I cannot keep up with the action. I cannot press the buttons enough for the action. Yeah, too much for me. But the music is also sleepy time music. Switch, to me, is notoriously sleepy time. Cult of the Lamb, though, I did actually finish that, play it to completion. And I did love Cult of the Lamb. That one was just actually enough, and it's a button smasher enough that me with no gaming abilities, I was able to play it and still have fun and still get value out of it. And it was also kind of like a mobile game. It was a very good game for me to play. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Yeah. Oh, I haven't picked that game up in a very long time, actually. But that game is also very, like, sleepy time for sure. Like, it's just... maybe it's the Switch. I don't know. But I pick up my Switch, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm going in thinking, I am going to play. Like, I am going to do this, and I'm going to, like, devote time to this. And then I promise you, like, 20 minutes, if even, I'm asleep. I am asleep. Ooh, okay. I'll have to figure out how to get my Switch connected to my computer, I guess. And then, because I guess that's what the video capture card is for. Knowledge, maybe. But I'll have to figure out how to get that on here. And then, yeah, we could totally play Cult of the Lamb because that would be fun. I do really like that game. I like Sims because there's so much you can do with Sims and there's so much customization, and Sims is also very nostalgic for me, and I play Sims to like be all the versions of me that could not possibly live in this world. Like, I couldn't possibly, with everything else that I want to do, I could not also possibly just randomly move onto a farm and be like a horse rancher. But in Sims, I can. You know, I really do play Sims like as an actual escape game, and which is also why it's crazy to me when people are like, I want to make it realistic. I've gotten into this tangent before too, but the Sims 4 community, diabolical. Maybe it's just the Sims community in general, diabolical. Okay, not all of them, but I've seen and heard some diabolical shit, and that's what I got to say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, I want so badly to be in the games though, because the gaming community, you know, not in real life, because I'm sure some of y'all need some deodorant, but the gaming community is so cutesy and so fun. And like, I mean, I got all my cutesy little trinkets here. My computer has the Hello Kitty on it. Like, all of this is so much fun for me, but the actual act, I'm like a poser. I'm a poser. I even got gaming headphones with cat ears on them. I'm such a poser. Okay, I want to be a part of the community so bad, but I can't do it. Okay, I can't do it. All right. I am going to. I hope you don't mind me calling you Chastity. It's written here as Chastity. I'm going to real quick make a note about your question so that, you know, maybe when we're not talking about gaming, I can double back to that. But just know, I did see you. I will be getting back to you on that because my journey is, I don't want to say interesting. My journey is probably way more typical and way more normal. It's just you don't hear about it because honestly, unless you're success, nobody wants to talk about their online journey online. And like by all intents and purposes, I am not a successful creator. Okay, I love what I do and I have a lot of fun doing what I do, and I have, I have what I feel like is an amazing community, but I'm not successful by any means. Definitely not. But I feel like my story is way more normal. It's way more what you're going to run into if people were just honest. But I think most people don't want to talk about it unless they were successful, because nobody wants to talk about how they failed, But I am making a note right now real quick to get back to you on that so that we can talk about it. All right. Ooh. Oh my God. I'm not trying to block nobody. I'm just trying to scroll back down. All right. Yes. Get your stuff set up. Seriously, get your stuff. It was so much fun. You could do it on a Mac. I had a Mac before this. But I was just lucky. I was just lucky that I was able to get a computer and I built my own computer. Do not ask me the stats about it because I am only a girl. And when I was presented options, I said, give me the pink one. Okay. So do not ask me about the stats of my machine. I know that I need to get my stats and just write them down somewhere. So when people ask me a question, I can say it with, say what I have going on here. But setting up the computer, like actually building it, was not very hard. I'm distracted there's construction going on outside my house. Hopefully that's not an annoying noise for you. But what was I saying? Yeah. Distracted. But setting up my PC was not very hard. Really, the only time I nearly cried was honestly trying to get both these live streams to work together. Because like I said, YouTube is so easy because you just hit that button and then you're already live. It would be so easy to drunk stream on YouTube. You could not do that on Twitch. Because I'll be honest, I still don't even know where the start stream button is on Twitch. I honestly still have no idea. I'm only able to stream on there right now because of OBS. That's what I use for everything. And OBS is super easy to work with. I was super nervous about trying to get OBS to work. It's super easy. It is super freaking easy. But yes, definitely do the Black Friday. Get your stuff on sale. Get your stuff on sale. Otherwise, it will be expensive. Also, another thing that I definitely have learned, I have a pretty big computer case, PC case, whatever it's called. The case is huge. You don't need a big case. My case is very large and it does not need to be this big. It looks like a fish tank. It doesn't need to be this big. So get like a normal size case if you're going to get a case. But do it. Seriously, do it. It's so much fun. My whole setup is all pink and it just feels so me. It feels so cutesy girly. And you got that. Girls in STEM. We got that. How long did it take me to build my PC? Like I said, I was pretty lucky only just because I didn't do this alone. So it probably took me about 5 months. Maybe not to build it, but like to get everything together to build it. But to build it, it only took me maybe like an hour and a half. But also keep in mind, I had help from somebody who had built PCs before. So it might take you, it doesn't, like my motherboard came with instructions that literally said plug this here, plug this there. It's very much so just like follow the directions. And then you every once in a while got to look up on YouTube or on Reddit or something like, hey, this part of my computer isn't working. And there will be so many replies and so many troubleshooting kind of solutions there. One of them is surely to work for you. Even sometimes one of my screens will go down and then Seriously, I just look it up online and then I'm able to get my screen back up. And could I tell you how I got my screen back up? No. I just followed some directions and then somehow my screen got back up. So, yes, you could have somebody build your computer too. That is a good point too. I didn't think about that. You are right about that. But I was worried. I was worried that I was, you know, maybe you don't know, but sometimes I forget I have a brain. And like, I forget that like, I can be smart. I forget about that because I feel like everything is so, especially when you've like worked on a Mac for so long, everything is so just easily handed to you. You don't really have to troubleshoot anything. You just say broken and then it just somehow magically ends up being fixed. Sometimes I forget I have a brain and I can look something up and then get a result and then try it and then like put things together, experiment and work things out. Like problem solving is something that I can actually do. And this computer kind of reminded me of that. Yeah, and I forget that I'm smart. And not, once again, not in a derogatory way, but just like in a, you know, like I'm just like, I can't do this. Like I can't. So when I thought about putting the computer together, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Like this is going to be so hard. This is way beyond something I know anything about. And then you look and you see, first off, everything is labeled for the most part. So you have to read. Everything online, there's usually text and there's also videos to go with everything. So it's super like follow the direction. It's kind of like cooking when people say they can't cook and then you realize, oh, but like if you just like pull up a recipe and just read the directions on the recipe and follow the recipe, you can probably cook. You just haven't really tried to follow the directions of a recipe before, you know? It's one of those things where I'm like, sometimes I just forget that like I can use my brain. It doesn't have to just sit dormant in my head. I don't have to just move on autopilot. I can actively partake in the exercising of my brain. It is something that you can do. And I did it. And now we're here. You can do it too. Oh, are you allowed to? I'm not asking for like nefarious reasons, but are you allowed to drink on stream? Like, are you allowed to, like, if I wanted to have like a wine chat and maybe, because I think I saw that you can restrict or something, you can like put like an age or something limit or something like that. Are you allowed to just like do that? Or is Twitch not? I think actually, I don't know if you can on YouTube. Actually, I don't know. I was just curious because it would be fun to have like a wine chat or something, but maybe that's something I would have to do like later on. I could have like a sub platform, you know, whether that's Patreon or something. And then we could have like our Twitch stream, but then we could have the after hours and we can like drink wine and chat. I can position my camera a little bit more so we could like have the poll in the background to really signify that we are all adults here or something. Oh my God. Shrimp and grits. Oh. All right. Chastity's cooking dinner for us. All right. Ooh, okay. That's good. Also, that's some pretty good memory to do that within to memorize it and then do it. I usually have to have the recipe open and then I write it down. I'm very analog. So I put that down on my phone, but usually, and it's because it's under my wig. That's why. And I didn't want to like dig underneath this wig but usually I'm like writing things down in a day planner. I also have journals. I also have like, I'm very, very analog about stuff. Which is probably why I'm like a geriatric grandma on the internet. But it's very interesting. It's very cool that you're able photographic memory. There we go. That's very cool. And that's good to know. Now I know about the drinking on Twitch. That's good to know. Oh, you have sub-only streams. That's also good to know. Okay. I have to figure out the Twitch streaming, like making my page look aesthetic. Something about me is like also like, it could be my brand, that it's just very minimalistic, that it's very clear that I am older millennial just trying to be on the streams. It could be a part of my brand at this point. She takes some great photos, but girl does not know how to work the internet. At this point, just be a part of my brand, and I'm not mad about it, honestly. But I guess with project management being your major, you probably are good at looking at a bunch of information and then retaining it and storing it from memory. I would imagine so. This is all good information. This is all very good information for me because I would like to. There are things that I want to do, but I don't know how to do them without treading into, no disrespect for the men in the chat, but I would like to do it without treading into male territory, you know? Like, I would love to be able to just be like grown, sexy, fun sometimes on my platforms, but I fear that it will attract the wrong kind of attention, and I want to make it very clear that my grown, sexy, fun is really all about just being like a woman who embraces being a woman and loves being a woman, and that's it. It's not really about doing it for other people because it's not for other people. It is purely for me to enjoy. And I think it's very hard to tread that line online, especially when you have the background that I've had. So, yeah. An affiliate. They sent me like an email that was like, here's your next milestone for affiliate, and here's the checklist for affiliate or something. And I was like, girl, I nearly cried trying to get set up for you. I don't know if I'm on the mental path of affiliate just yet. All right. I'm still trying to decide what the vibes are here right now. If I just have to do this every single time I want to get onto Twitch, I might be okay. I don't even have Twitch open. All right. If I just have to do this, I will be okay. But if I have to keep Twitch open, if I have to keep opening it, I might. It's just so not girl. It's so not girl. And actually, I know that you know what I'm talking about because you're a guy who has been on my platform for quite some time. Like, you've followed me along. So you definitely know the vibes and what they used to be, because there was a point where it was for men because that was my job. And then it has switched. My branding has switched over. And I'm actually in a very good spot where it does seem like most of what I do is for women, and women are receptive to that. I'm trying to introduce more of myself back into my branding, but I know it's a line I'm teetering all the time of like, but then how much? Because listen, I got another man following me now, and he's been sending me good morning messages in my DMs. And I'm just like, girl, you don't understand. You're not going to get a reply back. Just not. And so it's such a line. I want to give more, but I know that I can only give so much before it starts to get a little heinous for me, and a little too, people start to pry a little bit more into my love life, into my personal life. And like I said earlier, I don't feel like any of that pertains to my story. I don't feel like any of that pertains to what I'm doing here. So I don't talk about it because nobody's freaking business. Okay. So, I guess I could double back a little bit to Chastity. Did you have did I say that right? Specific questions about my online journey? Was there anything specific that you wanted me to talk about? Because I'll just tell you straight up. I've been online for, how old am I? I've been online in like the actively trying to do something with my platform. I've been online for about 10 years, which when I say it always kind of gives me an existential crisis, because it's like I've been online with like the Hannah Hearts. Okay. That was me, you know? So I've been online for about 10 years, and my platform is very, very small. It's very small, but mighty. Am I monetized anywhere? I'm technically monetized on TikTok, but I don't make any money from that. I don't make any money from that. I think I make like 5 to 15 cents a month on TikTok. There's nothing happening on TikTok. I am technically monetized, and I'm only monetized honestly because of a fluke, because one of my videos went viral and then it made me monetized, and now I just like, that's it. Like, now I'm monetized, but I don't make any money from there. YouTube, the same story, not monetized on there. I do get paid for like brand deals every once in a while, because despite my very small audience, I do obviously do very high quality work. But if you're looking for how to get monetized, I don't know if I necessarily have advice for that, except for you have to kind of decide, do you care more about you and what you want to do, or do you care more about being monetized? That would be my question for you. Because I'll be honest, I care more about me. I care more about me and being who I am and doing exactly what I want and not being owned by anybody, which is a lot of the reason why I'm not monetized, because I could very well be monetized. I very well could be. You would not catch me jumping on a trend unless I truly, authentically feel like I want to do that trend. You would not catch me. I got offered to do a couple of different reality shows, and the reason why I did not do them is because I don't want to do a reality show. I don't want somebody messing with my life. I don't want somebody messing with my head. I don't want to. One of the reality shows I was offered to be on was specifically because I was deaf. So I knew that they were going to try and exploit that and make me have to come up with some sad sack of a story. And I did not want to have to pretend that my deafness was a sad point in my life for the sake of views and the sake of success. Like, I could be monetized. I could be successful. I just choose myself first. And unfortunately, that makes my path longer and slower and take more time. And that's really what it comes down to. Same thing. It's kind of the same thing with businesses too. That's why you see all these businesses, small businesses, doing all these trending TikToks and like having to become personalities and having to put their faces all over the internet. It's because you have to decide, do you care more about your business or do you care more about making money? And that making money is an important part of your business, but like, you have to prioritize giving the algorithms what they want over yourself. And I don't think one is right or one is wrong, because I think people are well within their right to choose monetization over choosing themselves. I don't think one is right or one is wrong. I just genuinely, for me and my path, I chose to pick myself all throughout everything, which is why I'm not where people that have been online as long as I have, people that create the quality of work that I do, I'm not where they are. It's because I can't. Like, I can't chuck and jive for the internet. I just can't. So if you have specific questions, I will gladly answer them. But that's kind of the overarching theme of things. Like I said, if you do want to have success online, though, it's there. It's there. You have to make that choice. It is an active choice to go, I'm going to choose to be monetized. I'm going to choose to play the game for a while, which once again, there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to make that choice. So, and listen, boys on the internet will always be annoying to some degree, but some are less annoying than others, which is why they could be a part of the group chat. which is why they could be here. um, I'm trying to decide. I have to go boil some water for this tea. You see my teacup back there? That red, that's how much tea is left. And I need to make more water so we can have more tea. I'm just also like, I need a new chair too. Oh, but I have learned there's two schools of thoughts here. I saw a cute chair and it has cat ears on it. And I was like, I might need that. I might need that. But I've also heard not great things about gamer chairs. And it says it's ergonomic on it, but I also think that you could just put anything on like a label at this point now, and it doesn't have to mean anything. So I don't know. Um, John Moore Compass is cool. Definitely under. Oh yeah. Well, that's me. I'm very, I'm very, very much so. I'm a stallion. You can't try to box me in. You can't make me do anything. Unfortunately. Which also means that I have to learn a lot of lessons myself. You could try and teach me that lesson, but I have to learn a lot of lessons myself. Because you can't make me do anything. The best thing you can do if you want to know me, if you want to love me, is to kind of just let me be and let me come to you. Like a cat. Like a cat. Let me come to you. Do not do not put me in a box. Do not try to force me into anything. It will not work. It will not work. And that is my relationship with the internet. When I realized that it was trying to force me to be something, I started to get a little jaded about it. I started to not like it as much because I was like, girl, why can't I just be me? That's the most important thing to me. I just want to be me, and I want to be appreciated and liked and presented as me, and that's it. You know what else I want to figure out? How do I make my chat pink? And I don't think you can help me with that because it is through a what is this program called? Restream. And they don't have all of the Restream chat overlays, whatever they're called. They're all like boy coded as well. They were like Overwatch or Fortnite themes. One was like comic themed, but it was not cute. It was like blue. And I just want something pink, maybe even red. Something just a little bit girlier. Okay. I'm going to real quick put some water on the pot. Let it boil a little bit. I'll be back while it's boiling because, we don't want to wait for water to boil. But I'm going to real quick put some water in my cup. And then we'll play a little bit of Sims while we talk. It seems like y'all are really into your heads right now. So we're gonna maybe I dropped some sick wisdom. I don't know. But we're gonna play a little bit of Sims while we think about more things to talk about. I'm here. Like I said, I'm here. I could also do like, no, I'm just kidding. I said I was gonna switch my hair, but I realized I'm gonna have to. It's a whole process. I gotta cut the lace. I gotta do all of that, and I'm also not gonna be bald headed on the stream. Humiliation ritual. That will not be me. But I am going to put some warm water into the cup. Be right back. All right. We got our water boiling. And now I am going to open this up to here. Oh, like I'd mentioned earlier, if my Sims game isn't loud enough, please let me know. Rochelle is at work. Danae is home. She's supposed to be hanging out with her horse. Where's Joe? We're gonna mount Joe and discuss the possibility of time travel. We're good. We're going to mount Joe for a little bit and we're gonna take him for a little ride because we need to get him into horse competition. Joe is beautiful, by the way. I had realized that yesterday. Please look at Joe. Joe is majestic. Oh, wait a second. Are you seeing this right now? Look how beautiful Joe is and my sim together. It's giving Ebony and Ivory. This would be like her dating profile picture, actually. This right here. With that smolder. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Look at this. Together. Did I just go through my horse? I'm good. We are going to, I didn't choose her saddle. That's just the saddle that she came with when she aged up. I could decorate it. I haven't done it yet. We're going to go practice some basic jumps on our good pal, Joe. I need my other sim to come back home because she's got to take care of her garden. We got some garlics. We got some lemons. I think that's my banana plantain tree. We have some grapes. Ooh. I got to evolve all my plants as well. Nice. What the heck is a quill plant? That's got to be fake, right? I'm gonna look it up. I'm consulting the internet about this. Just kidding, it's real. It is real. Quill plants are in fact real. And they do kind of look like that, I guess. I guess I can show you. Hold on. They kind of look similar, right? Let me zoom this guy in. It's still growing, so it's not fully grown yet, but yeah. Yeah. Kind of similar. Kind of. But they are real. Now we know. So now we have... Okay, this is the only thing. I feel like I have so many Sims. But then there's so much dead time. There's so much time where you're just doing nothing because... Wait, is she not... She just jumped off her horse so she could do sit-ups? Girl. Oh, it's because she broke it. She broke the horse thing. Aw, and she got horse training blues because of it. I just feel like there's so much dead time in this particular expansion. And I'm like, that's not the most interesting thing to watch. And I feel like usually with the expansion, they're always like going. There's always things to do. There's always activities happening. But there's a lot of just like watching. Ooh, yeah, okay, cool. I don't know who Martina is, but I guess she's coming over to her house. She's like right there too. Girl, you're very eager to come over. Does she have pencils in her hair? Where are you going? My side door? Wait! She just came in my house. I didn't even let her in. What are you doing? Why are you in my house? Yeah, I'm gonna yell at you because why are you in my house without being invited? Green beans. Also, can you watch multiple streams at once? Like, if you're watching my stream, can you watch somebody else's stream? Well, yeah, I guess you could just do separate windows, huh? I guess that's how you would do that. Never mind. Upon further reflection, I realized that might be a silly question. Yeah, girl, you were in my house uninvited. Why are you here?
Imbaliness wabarani bayumi squirmish.
Shababa.
Ah, zoints.
Shababa. Chimney.
But I guess we're just gonna talk now? Like we're friends?
Oh.
Loaf of Flamo.
Wait, what is this next?
Amaru.
Because you have to pee. I told you to go pee, girl. I feel like a single mother. And she's doing the pee walk. Oh my god. Let me go and grab my hot water, put it into my teapot. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's any stories from my time online that I could share. Aside from the time my video went viral and I was like I dealt with a lot of like scrutiny because people were just trying to dissect, and that was the first time that I'd ever dealt with people trying to dissect my life at like such a big scale. It was kind of not very pleasant. It was not my favorite thing. My favorite time being online. And I said I never want to go viral ever again. And it hasn't happened since. All right. Maybe now. Yeah, Joe's in a good mood. We're going to take Joe and put. Wait. I actually don't know if Joe's ready to be in a horse competition. I'm going to open his profile, check on his skills. No, he's still. Well, let's go for it anyway. Let's try. There's no harm in trying. My dog has beef with the construction workers outside. All right, we're going to put Joe in a horse competition. Hopefully, Martina, is that her name? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, Martina leaves. Hopefully, she leaves my house. Uninvited guest. Oh, you know what I have a question out? What the heck is a raid? Because that sounds offensive, but I know it's supposed to be good. What the heck is a raid?
Room. Huh.
That's what I need to know. Because Twitch was like, you haven't raided anybody in a long time. And I was like, babe, I've literally never raided anybody ever. Because I don't know what a raid is. All right, we are joining the Western, I did not pay any attention to that, the Western something competition with my horse. And of course, it's another rabbit hole, which means that we just sit and watch the building. Western pleasure. There we go. Just waiting, we're waiting in the rabbit hole, waiting. Oh, you championship pony, we'll wait. Oh, let's be Rochelle then. She's off work. Let's go be Rochelle. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. It seemed way more. Martina did hang out in my house while I wasn't there. Rude. But I didn't know what to expect out of it. I figured it was like a group of people, but I was like, if a ginormous group of people just came into my chat, I think immediately, honestly, because I'm kind of scarred by the internet, is I would think that it was like a bunch of bots. But that's kind of cutesy, actually. That's very nice. That's very sweet. That would be okay. That's way less dubious than I was thinking. I know it wouldn't be bots, but I know that my initial reaction, like if I saw my numbers just jump, I'd be like, what is happening right now? What is going on? But that's not bad. That's nice. Okay. My sister was going to have me draw her emotes when she was going to be a streamer, and now I'm wondering, do I take some time on my list of 400 other things? I really thought about that for a second. I was like, wait a second. I have other things that I'm doing too. Do I take my time and draw some emotes? Because that would be fun. Oh, wait. That would be fun to stream. If I could figure out how to hook my iPad up to OBS. And then I asked you guys, like, what kind of emotes would you want? And then I drew my own. That would be so adorable. That would be fun. Gonna put that one down on my list of things too, because that would be a lot of fun to do. I'm not like an amazing drawer or anything, but who cares? Emote drawing stream. Just on my list of ideas. Disable being able to receive. Huh. Or could you imagine like sorry. I don't know why I have such like dubious thoughts about like the internet, but you could tell that my experience on the internet has been very interesting to say the least. Could you imagine like, because we're in a gamer community, and I'm just like, could you imagine if just like a bunch of guys just came into the chat and just started screaming slurs or something. I don't know, something about a giant crowd of people entering is fun, cutesy, great, but also a very intimidating thought. A very intimidating thought for sure. But yeah, I put that down because I do think that would be a lot of fun to draw emotes together. What else would be fun things to do? Let me go back to just me, me and my sunshiny face. I also thought it would be fun. So if I got the chair back there, I also thought it would be fun, kind of like, this is like harkening back to my cam girl days, but to do like, you mentioned that you were studying, Chastity. I think it would be a lot of fun if we just had like, I don't know if you can play music. So maybe if I found like non-copyright music and I just like sat back there and I was reading and then you were studying. So we're not like actively necessarily participating in each other's activities, but we're like side by side, parallel playing kind of. I think that could be a lot of fun too, just for like chill vibes, you know, maybe every so often, kind of like if you were studying, every so often we just like check in with each other, say like, oh yeah, you know, some comment about the weather, something. But I think that would also be just very chill. Not something you would do often, but something very chill. That's good. I'm glad that there's a lot of, like I said, I know that there's a lot with Twitch that I just haven't explored yet. So I know that there's a lot of stuff that I probably have to figure out and tweak and all of that. When I was on YouTube with Mina, I went to go set a mod, okay? Because that was something that I had to set at that moment because my chat was getting a little derogatory, to say the least, a little annoying. And I went to go set my mod, and as I'm trying to figure out how to set my mod, I saw that I had all these words that I had blocked at one point, and it was so jarring to just see the combination. Like, it was just a bunch of slurs. And I was like, whoa. I was a little shell shocked there because I'm just reading and I was, yeah. So I know I'm going to have to go through and do that here probably as well, just to protect me and everybody else that comes in here, because I just don't want anybody coming in and messing up the vibes. You know, I want this to be a good, safe place for all of us to hang out. I want this to be somewhere where we just feel good. I don't ever want this to become a negative space. I don't ever want this to become a controversial space. I don't ever want this to be anything bad. So I am going to have to go through my Twitch and like really check out all the safety tools in there, which, like I said, maybe I can find a good video on YouTube that'll just step by step walk me through it all. But yeah, I am glad that you guys are down for just my little ideas. I want to take my background and then use it here, you know, but obviously make the appropriate tweaks so that we're not getting in trouble. But I definitely want to utilize a lot of that stuff. Like, even when it comes to be Halloween this year, every year for Halloween, I'm glad that you feel safe. Honestly, that does make me feel really good. I get really distracted by stuff like that too, because it's important. It's such a priority to me that we feel safe, that we feel like we're in community with each other. That is important to me. For Halloween, usually every year I dress up as a vampire because it's simple, it's easy, it's my natural form. So it's something that I could just automatically pull into. This year though, I actually want to do a costume, and I think I might have already said possibly what it was. I don't know if I've said it, so I'm not going to say it now. If I have said it, then I have said it, and you know you're part of a secret club. But if I haven't said it, I'm not going to share it just in case. But I thought about putting my costume together on stream because I need to make a wig for it. The actual costume building portion, I don't think I'm going to be able to do only because of the material I will be using for my costume. I might, but I thought it would be cool to sit in costume and do a costumed stream. And that's something I really love, like transforming into looks and whatnot. I'm not a cosplayer, so don't like get me confused for like I'm gonna turn into your favorite anime character, because I just don't have that background knowledge at all. But I do love turning into original characters, I guess I can say. And I feel like it would be so much fun to like turn into original characters and do the stream in like full costumes, wigs, makeup, and all of that, and utilize my drag skills that I have gained and put that under here. Like, that seems like that would be something very, very fun to do. Yeah, that would be awesome if you could do that. And I guess I can get them off of you on Discord. So then I can just watch them, put some stuff together, and make sure that this stays good. That it doesn't get tainted. But yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun to do stuff like that. But especially for Halloween, I don't know if I'll be available on Halloween. I haven't seen what day Halloween is on. And I know there's an event I do want to go to that I think is on November 1st. But I do think it would be fun, at least for Halloween, to come on and do that. I also used to like get dressed up for Christmas, and I think it'd be fun. Wait, how cute would it be? This is my dreamer brain speaking, by the way. So does not mean any of this is gonna happen, but I do think it would be so cute. What if we had a community Christmas tree? I would have to get a PO box, because I'm thinking like if I did a community Christmas tree, we could like put our own ornaments on it. That would be so cute. I would have to get a PO box for that, but I think that would be so much fun. And then we could decorate the tree together. Like, that would be so cutesy. Halloween is on a Friday. That is also good to know. Oh, maybe they just couldn't do their event on Friday then. Maybe they needed to do their event on Saturday. I don't know. I know that they had asked people about this event, the dating of it. Not that that's information that really matters to you, but I think it would be a lot of fun to do my Halloween costume and wear it on the stream. And I think it would be fun to just do other costumes, cosplays, whatever we want to call it, and wear them on the stream. I just think that it would be... maybe I would do 2 separate streams. Maybe I would do like one stream or getting ready, and then I could just like pause and have a break and live my life for a second. And then later on in that day, I would, well, I don't know. Because I do kind of like getting ready by myself. I'm not going to lie. It's because it's a lot of multitasking. This is a lot of multitasking for me, and I'm not used to it. But I think the Halloween one, I would definitely want to get ready on stream, just because I want to go full garb. I want to go full. The wig that I'm already planning is going to be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, thank you. My mind is a lot of fun. My execution all the time. I do get a little, it's not, I don't want to execute things, but sometimes I can get a little demotivated sometimes. So I'm having fun right now, and I'm also having fun brainstorming right now. And I think that there's a lot we can do to keep this interesting. What it is once I just feel like I'm like, I've learned everything I need to learn, and once I feel like, okay, well, there's nothing more for me to explore here, then my interest just kind of wanes. I'm not going to lie. But as long as there's stuff for me to explore, as long as there's stuff for me to experiment with, I can have a lot of fun here, for sure. So, okay, we're down for costume and Halloween streams. Awesome. That does help. That does help a lot, because I really was like, I love Sims, but am I going to have to log into Sims every single time? Although, you know what I did realize? I was trying to play Sims by myself, so I could progress my game a little bit, and I'd wished I was streaming. I had a moment, and I was like, wait a second. This is kind of actually more fun to play when I'm streaming it, because I get to, like, narrate things. I get to, like, really tap into that kid brain where you're just, like, making up stories, you know? And that was fun for me. And I was missing that when I was playing this by myself. So streaming is already becoming a part of my brain thinking process. And this is also nice because, not to say that it's not premeditated. If I say I'm going to play Sims, that's premeditated, right? But it's not as like demanding as sometimes like having to create content per se is. I hope I'm saying that right, because this is work. But like I put so much effort into like everything that I create for like TikTok and Instagram and that kind of stuff. I put so much work in my photo shoots, and I love it. It has nothing to do with whether or not I love it. I love it, but it is nice to have something that's almost low thought that I can just, okay, I'm just gonna log on and hang out. That makes this a little bit also more fun for me as well, because it just less. It's a little bit less work for me, and I'm still having fun. Like I said, still having fun. So, oh, tea. Let's go grab some tea. Drink some water. If you haven't had a sip of water in a while, drink some water, please. Now, Chastity, are we having shrimp and grits again for dinner? Are there leftovers? What is the game plan here? Because I need to think about dinner at some point, and it's a little early, but I should still be thinking about it. I'm just curious. What do we got going on? What are we eating for dinner, y'all? Oh, you know what else? Um, I should figure out how to. I wonder if I could do like a pinned comment, I guess, on this particular thing that I am doing, so that maybe I can link y'all to the Discord. Oh, wait, you know what? I learned, I don't know how to do it yet, but I know there's like hotkeys, right? And so then I can just hotkey it and be like, oh, Discord link. So you guys can join the Discord. Seriously, I'm hoping to use the Discord so that we can talk. Talk, right? I can just let you know when I'm live super easily without having to go through all my social media links and like having to post everywhere, because it's not a lot of work, but also it takes time away from me being able to just like say hi to people as they join in here. And I also just, like I said, I would like to use the Discord. Even I can chat and be like, hey guys, so what are we feeling tonight for the stream? Today for the stream? Do we want to do some makeup? Do we want to, like, we could bounce ideas off of each other. So I just want to encourage the Discord, and yeah. Cereal and beef links. This is a wide range. Cereal and beef links. Two very different meals are happening. I'll probably have some tofu and vegetable. Probably. I need to eat a veggie. For sure, I need to have a vegetable. So, probably do some tofu and vegetable. Do you have to pay for Twitch? I actually had no idea. I thought it's free to join, and it's free to just watch, right? You only have to pay for like the extras, like the emotes and stuff, right? And I'm not asking you, Chastity, because clearly you know as much as I do. Okay. But I think it's free. If it's money, yo, those videos on like TikTok of celebrities when they find out that people have to pay money to send them like are those stickers? I don't even know. When they find out that people are spending money and they're like, don't stop. Like they have like a whole existential crisis because they're like, please stop spending money on me. Like I'm literally a celebrity. I make enough money. I'm fine. Like, those videos are always so funny to me because I'm just like, could you imagine like, that would be crazy. I would honestly like, I think that's the other thing about TikTok that I'm like, I could not, because if people were just spending money to put a cowboy hat on my head, I'd be like, where's your mom? Where's your mom? Like, who is in charge of the money? Because they clearly need to take their credit card away. Because why are you spending money to put a cowboy hat on my head? Where's your parent? There are two things that we're talking about. Twitch is free, correct? And then, like I said, on TikTok, the celebrities realizing that people are paying to put cowboy hats on them. Like, I'm always like, that is crazy. Good on the creators that you're able to make money that way. But I honestly would just be like, okay, wait, who has charge over this account? Because you cannot be spending money like this. That is crazy. Cheerios and strawberries. Can I be so real? The only cereal I like is Raisin Bran. And I don't like Raisin Bran with milk. I like Raisin Bran with water. I will put a tiny, tiny little bit of water to make sure that it's a little lubricated. You know, I don't want it soggy, but I will put a little bit of water in my bowl with some Raisin Bran, and that might be my cancelable moment, honestly. If you wanted to cancel me, you could cancel me for that. And I wouldn't be mad about it. I get it. Because that is insane. But yeah, I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. That's crazy. That's crazy. Selling toys to kids. That's crazy. I remember getting a nickel from my dad and feeling like that was so much money. We got Susan in the chat. All right, so other cancelable take is I don't watch movies. So I know that you're referencing a movie. I don't know what you're talking about. So, but yes, I do put water in my cereal. It is a choice I make. Nobody even taught me to do that. That's also probably another bad thing is I did that on my own free will. I had milk growing up as a child. This is not something I grew into. This is something I chose to become for myself, is a water and Raisin Bran eater. I understand if you choose to no longer support me for this. I understand. But also, it's my story. It's my truth. I can't change who I am as a person. And I worked really hard to accept that part of myself. And I hope that in time, you can accept that about me as well. Thank you. You know what I need to do? Let me put my spectacles on real quick because I need to see what these pictures are that... Ooh, sorry, y'all. I did not mean to hit my mic. What is this? Because these aren't... Yeah, you, with all these little pictures and what have you. So fascinating. So are those emotes? What, what are those? Tell me what those are, young man. They're so silly looking. Let me put my chat back. All right, we got another one. We got another one. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. All right. Thank you. And now I know what an emote is. All right. And water does have a date, okay? Thank you for really sticking by my side, Chastity. I really appreciate you for being a member of the team. Okay. I'm so happy that you're here and that you choose to stand by me in my time of need. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I'm not alone on the Raisin Bran. So, oh, plain Cheerios, still don't eat it, but I'm way more on track with you now. I don't like Fruit Loops. What is it? Reese's Puff? Captain Crunch is my dad's favorite cereal, and why? Razor blades. Okay? I do not understand. I do not understand. No. I don't want flavored. No. I don't want it. Yes, we are here for Raisin Bran. Raisin Bran and water team stand up. Okay? We are here for the Raisin Bran and the water. It is sweet. It is sweet. Okay? It is sweet, which is why you eat it with water. You don't need to put milk in it. There's already enough flavor in there. I do not understand. Okay? I feel like if Raisin Bran needs a spokesperson, I will be the spokesperson. Okay? They don't need to worry about getting old people for it. I will be the young spokesperson for Raisin Bran all day, every day, with a little bit of water, though. Will not be advocating for the milk community. A little bit of water. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because you also don't want it to be soggy. I quite like the fibrous texture of a bran, okay? So we don't want it to be too soggy, too thaw. We just need a little so that it's not like slicing our throats. So we just, a little bit of water, a little je ne sais quoi, okay? Chastity gets it, okay? I don't understand. More people need to be on this side. This is the right side of history, okay? More people need to be here, okay? I'm just so grateful. I truly feel like I've found my people. This is where I belong. This is it. And actually, maybe it is time I publicly come out as a Raisin Bran and water eater. Honestly, might make a post on Instagram about it. Might finally publicly admit, Chastity, you've given me the strength. You've really given it to me. I'm just like taking another pause to like, my setup is so cute. I'm working really hard on making sure my backdrop is cute. And it's very cute to me. It's very cutesy. I'm very happy with it. I just, like I said, I still need something here. We definitely need, I don't know if an artsy something is necessarily what we need there, but we do need something in this area for sure. For sure. But it'll come. It'll come to us. We will know it when we see it. It just hasn't presented itself to us yet. You're right. You are right. You are right. You are right. Maybe some things stay within the family, honestly. Maybe some things just stay between us, and sometimes secrets do make friends, okay? Maybe this is where we keep it. This is just a group chat thing. Okay. I won't go telling everybody our business about Raisin Bran and water. We might have a stream dedicated to that. Just a Raisin Bran and water eating stream. Love it. Okay. I'm going to bring us back here. I also just like literally cannot fathom that Martina just hung out in my house while nobody was home. She is a stranger. We all don't really have relationships with her, and she just hung out in my house while we were gone. Also, my sim on the typewriter. We are real country out here. Not even a real computer, a typewriter. Is it an iPad attached to it? I honestly could not even tell you. Actually, you're so funky. Go take a shower. And the toilet is broken. If there's one thing Rochelle is going to do, is she's going to break something. She's going to come home and she's going to break something. Girl came home and broke the toilet. She's probably going to break the shower too, but you got to shower. You stink. I guess she's done with her pony riding adventures. I'm not quite sure. Oh. Never mind. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. We got silver place. We got silver place in the horse competition. You and your horse displayed impressive technique and trusted in each other while snagging second place. The crowd cheers loudly to celebrate and encourages you to keep up the good work. You show great potential. You can now participate in Western Pleasure Intermediate. We got silver place. Plug my USB into the projector. That would be pretty cool. This is just a sunset lamp. So it's not as cool as a projector, but that would be pretty cool, actually. That would be pretty cool. I've thought about it too, because like, I think I mentioned one of my problems is I just like can't sit for very long, which is why I could have my tea over here on my desk, but I would be sitting for way too long. So like I have to get up and I have to move around. That's just me. Like I have to move around. My desk also stands, so I am able to put it into the standing position. So I have thought a couple times about how we could have like a dancing stream, but I'm also like, I don't think that it would be appropriate. So that might be one of the things I would have to save for like when I get affiliate or whatever. Okay, wait. I don't need a shrine for me necessarily. I don't know that I can condone that kind of behavior. But I love the energy. The energy is there. But I definitely listen, I cannot. That's what I said. Video games, they're fine, but I don't have the attention span for it. I have to be moving. I have to get up and move around. So, yeah. I'm already thinking about my tea right now. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get up, pour some into my cup, and then, because I can't. Like, also, I'll be honest. This seat, I think because my legs are so long, the seat isn't the most comfortable thing for me to also sit in for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm doing a very good job though. We've been online for 2 hours and I've done a pretty good job of sticking to my seat. Y'all better not. And if you do, drop pictures in a Discord because I want to see. Kind of not on a note of shrines, but also kind of. One thing I really would like to get back into is I loved sending letters with little Polaroids in That was like one of my favorite things to do back when I was in my adult career. And I would love to do that now. I just don't know how I would. Obviously, you'd have to pay for it just because there's resources that go into that. But I would love to send Polaroids with letters again. That would be so much fun to do now, especially now that I don't have to pretend to be like way more overtly sexual than I am. Like I could just be me and I could be like, hey, hope you're having a great day. Here's this cutesy picture. Like I could be very normal about it. I'm like, I would love to do that again. I just don't know exactly how I'd go about that, which is also what makes me go, I might have to make a Patreon. I might have to. It's really the only way I could do that. Oh my God, more people in the stream. Hey. Hi, I'm going to call you Daisy. Listen, I can't call you a Pew Pew. All right. So I don't know which name you want me to use for you, but okay, hold on. Because I got a text message. You guys might be in for a little treat. Do you guys want to open a birthday present with me right now? Would that be fun? Would that be fun? Apparently one of my birthday presents is here right now. I'll be right back. I'm going to go at least grab it. We might be opening a birthday present right now on the stream, on live. It might be happening. Gather your wares, gather your supplies, get yourself together, compose yourself. And the stream is going amazingly because we might be opening a present right now. So I hope your day is going amazing too. I'll be right back. Okay, give me 1 second. Present. Okay. Where are my scissors? I had them 2 seconds ago. Okay, hopefully you all can hear me. I'm going to open this box, but I don't want to expose myself with my address, so, you know. Present time. Oh my God, this box is so cute. There's a black girl in the box. I already know this has to be good because it's Jeffrey Campbell, and I have never owned anything personally from Jeffrey Campbell, but I know it has to be good because, ooh, this box is so warm. This is the box, by the way. And Daisy, I'm not ignoring you. We're just opening my birthday present right now that I just got 2 seconds ago. I promise I'll be with you in a second. That could be me. Okay. We're going to open it together. Dun, 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 dun. I like when they have like a little pee-pee hole, like they have to breathe. Dun, 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 dun. Throw away the receipt because I don't care about that. Dun, 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 dun. They're so fancy. They have their own bag. Shoes that come in their own bag. Oh my God. Wait a second. They're pink. Oh my God. I like new shoe smells. Sorry. I didn't mean to be weird about that. They match my microphone. Please look at them. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. They're gonna look so cute with this, even this outfit. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I didn't know what I was gonna wear for my birthday, so this definitely helps a little bit. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me put my feet in them without being creepy and giving you foot pictures. Okay, remember how I mentioned this room is really hot? It's, my feet are sweaty. Okay. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see them. We got pretty pink pumps, y'all, okay? I said that so close to the mic. Oh my God. I think this is my first time owning a designer shoe. I'm trying to think. I believe this is my first time. Oh my God. These are so cute. I love the detail on them. They're like, I'm not even gonna pretend to be educated like that. Animal skin. Okay. Let me see if I can get you to see some of the texture there. There we go. They're so, oh. I'm gonna have to break them in a little bit, so I'm not gonna keep wearing them for right now, but I wanna put them so that you can see them. Hold on. They blend in with that shell. But, cause like I said, I love pink. I love this box too. I'm really weird about collecting things that you probably don't need to collect anymore and saving things that you don't need to collect anymore. And I kind of want to keep this box. Okay, hold on. I have to say thank you. I do have to send a text that says thank you. Ooh. Okay. That was so great. I also don't own pink shoes. I don't. I had to sit here and think about it. I don't own pink shoes, which is also a great plus. I didn't know what I was going to wear for my birthday. So now my birthday outfit is going to have to include that. And I'm actually excited. Okay. Okay. Focus, 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 focus. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. I kind of just want to sit and hold this box. Okay. But yes, Daisy, thank you so, so much for coming into, oh yeah, we were talking about shrines. Maybe I don't need to go double back on that. But thank you. Thanks for coming and joining the chat, Daisy. Um, I will tell you, I don't know what you mean by customize stuff for your channel. I don't know what that means at all, to be honest with you. That is beyond my realm of understanding. Somebody else can maybe in the chat can say something about that. That is beyond my realm. Yeah. Oh, I was talking earlier about how much I missed writing letters and sending Polaroids. And I was thinking, I think because the current state of the economy, I feel very weird about posting my birthday wish list. But part of me was like, oh, if people get me things off my wish list, I would love to send them like a thank you card as opposed to just like saying thank you. You know, I think that would be a lot of fun. I also said, like I said, maybe starting my Patreon again at some point, and then I can do a tier where you can get like a handwritten letter with a Polaroid in it. Maybe don't put it as a part of your shrine unless, once again, you're going to drop pictures for me to see. Because you can't just talk about it, be about it, you know? But I would love to do that again because it was a lot of fun for me. I like handwriting things. I like writing letters. I also like the feeling of that connection, even if it's not reciprocated in the same way. And I have so many pictures that I take and I don't do anything with. It would be fun to just hand them out. It would be fun to just send them out, you know? So I do have a wish list. I do actually have a wish list on Throne. I think, I don't remember what my URL is. Oh, I mean, I guess it's cool to have like a customized logo and a banner and an overlay and all of that. I think I don't really have an opinion on this because, like I said, I don't have a lot of experience with Twitch. All right. I am very, very green, very, very new to Twitch stuff. So I'm sure if I could figure it out, I would be down for it, you know? Maybe it would give old school MySpace vibe. But at the current moment, I don't have much thought around it. You know? I'm sure they're very pretty, and I'm sure the people that make them are very, very talented. Like I said, I don't have that yet. We haven't gotten that far in this journey yet. All right. Hopefully that sends to everyone. And that is, yeah, okay. That is my wish list currently. And I did, because like I said, I was keeping the economy in mind, I did keep things like there are more expensive items on there and there are less expensive items. There are items I think even for like $6-7 on there. I tried to put a wide variety of items. I even tried to categorize them if you would prefer to, you know, do support different aspects of my life. I tried to keep things very well-rounded so that everybody can be a part if they so choose, if they want to. That was my thought process in creating my wish list. And it just, like I said, it's just a collection of stuff that I like. I think it also shows you a little bit more about my personality and what have you, the things that I dig. Like my pink. I also like that they're pointed. I really do prefer a pointed shoe over like a round toe. Elongating my already long legs because, like I said, y'all don't believe me, but I am 5'10" and I'm not 5'6", 5'4", anything of that sort. I can, in fact, touch the top shelf in the cabinet, you know, without climbing the countertops. Yeah. But you could see the banners and stuff. Is that what you're talking about? Because I'll be honest, I don't go to my own channel, so I don't know. Daisy, I'm gonna be so real with you. I have nothing to share as far as my Twitch stuff is concerned because I am using OBS and streaming via there. I have no idea what my Twitch page looks like right now. I do know that I changed my profile picture so that it's me. I think I did put a banner on it, and that I made on Canva. So maybe that's what you're talking about? Because I just made my banner on Canva. And then that's it. That's it, I believe. And I use Canva for a lot of stuff because it's simple and it's easy, and I don't have to use all my brain cells. I can just use 3 of them to just plug things in, you know? So. Yeah. I'm very, very, I have no idea. We are learning things along the way. Yeah, very, very green. I need to put more tea in my cup. Drink a sip of water. That's what I need to do. When I do figure out like how to make shortcuts and keys and whatnot, I need to put like a drink some water kind of announcement or something. So we can all do it together as a team. And that's a fact. That is a fact. That is 100% a fact. Because honestly, the way I use Canva, I'm a graphic designer all of a sudden, okay? I am all of the things when I use Canva, okay? I'm dropping my honey. My age, that's so rude. Wow. I'm almost 32. Okay. I hope it's Raisin Bran and water. That is a good, nice, nutritious meal to have. I want to smell my shoes again. Weird behavior, but I am who I am. Just take a hit, you know? Take a quick hit of that new shoe smell. These also have to be the most expensive shoes I've ever owned as well. Easily. I imagine so. Ooh, that's what I need to do. When I want some like chicken noodle soup, I should just sip on some broth. Much love, but no. Whatever. Yeah, you should be drinking water. I do eventually have to go fill this up too, but I'm not going to do that while I'm here because it's huge. That's going to take a while. This is going up on all the fetish sites as I'm doing it, and I just know it. But it smells so good. You never just smell a new shoe because it smells so good. They're so cute. Okay. When I got that curtain, I sat in front of that curtain for like a good 30, 45 minutes. When I like something, I just want to be near it. I want to be in the aura. I want to be in the presence of it. And that's it. Like I even just want to sit and stare at it. Like, what am I going to do with the curtain? Once you put it up, that's really all there is to do with the curtain, right? No, wrong. You can sit in front of it. You can sit in front of it. And that's what I did. So when I really like something, I just want to be nearby it. And I just want to feel it. And I just want to be in its presence. And this is me with this shoe right now. I'm just like, okay, I really love this shoe. I just want to touch it. I just want to hold on to it. I just want to be near it. Smell the new shoe smell. I'm going to put it on my desk, actually. We'll leave that one back there. But this one is going to sit on my desk right now. It's just so cute. Oh, I just have to decide now which of my I got a new dress last year for my birthday, and I just don't know if I want to do that this year. My birthday's on a Saturday. So, like, I should get a new dress because I could go out. I could go out if I wanted to, but I'm going to get sushi. I know that. I don't know. I don't know. But now I need something that goes great with the pink shoe. So. That was hot. That was kind of offensively hot. All right. You got to go. You got one strike. You got to go. That was the end of that. Listen, you got one strike with me. All right. And I will let you. You could get a warning even. But that was not even warning warranted. That was it. That was over. That was over. Sorry about it. I won't play. But you know what I do play? I do play Sims. All right? And we're going to get back into Sims. What do? I have my funky Sim in the shower right now. And she's going to make some lunch. I don't know why I thought so hard about that. We could make chicken fried sliders. Oh, that's right. We won our horse championship. Can I bring her home now? Girl, come home. There we go. How's my horse doing? That horse is fine. This horse is... bored? Well, go find something to do, love. Oh, that's right. You gotta fix our toilet. My toilet is just broken and overflowing. Her in the winter fit? Is she gonna fix that in her winter? Alright, I can't watch that. She's gonna fix the toilet in her winter coat. A little crazy, but for now, she looks so sad. Oh, she's uncomfortable. That plant really messed her up, y'all. Look at her face. She's so sad and achy. I am getting so hot. The song is playing in the background. Oh, so good. Grab a serving, girl. Go eat. Enthused about cooking with your love. Look at the happy couple. We're gonna talk about some cooking. Oh, we need to ask about our day. Hear about our championship horse competition. Can she brag about that? I'm not quite sure where I would find that. Maybe hobbies? Ooh, we can enthuse about horse riding. And then praise her beauty. Well, I'll take a hit of my shoe. We're losing our romantically reserved trait. Yay! Okay. Danae has had some really successful romantic interactions lately. Is it possible Danae has unlocked their romantically reserved heart? Yes, let's be romantic now. Yay! Okay, so what does this mean? What does this do? That makes me so happy. These Sims tend to be flirty and may become sad if they don't have any romantic social interaction for a period of time. Girl, I feel that. All right. Oh, this is so good. That's what I wanted. Let's do some romantic things.
Nizo Prib.
while we're sitting here. Why not?
Lema. Oh.
Love it. We're just doing a little flirting. We're gonna compliment our appearance here.
Kluba Gloom.
I would like to, but she's eating. I would like to offer some
Lurba.
physical touch there, but we need to finish eating our food first. If you're still uncomfortable from that girl, I'm gonna need you. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Alright, we're done eating. Let's kiss. Now kiss. It feels like I'm playing with my Barbies right now. Now kiss.
Darnis. Flimpa. Orbu. Left to bar. Ribbon.
We're not gonna propose yet because I want to save that for like a special good moment. Gonna hold some hands. Kiss hands. We're gonna up the ante here. Let's just go. Let's go in. Let's just woohoo. Let's woohoo while I sniff my shoe. Oh. She decided to get a glass of water instead. Or that looks like milk. Oh. Did you see how aggressive that was? She went to go grab herself a drink, said hydration first, which, great, fine, cool. Then, it was so important for her to get this woohoo on that she put her glass on the ground. On the ground. This is crazy. Are you passionate kisser then? You clearly want to get it in. Just get it in. Just get it in, babe. You're almost there. Just do it. Just do it. It's fine. Oh. Oh.
Zagoo.
All right, wait. I can't watch them now because it makes me feel like a peeping Tom, and I just can't do it. So we know they're doing it. All right, there's proof. They're doing it. It's happening. All right, we're walking away. Wow, my horse. It's also the way the horses can get off their lot without your permission, because I didn't tell you you could go over there, but you're choosing to go over there anyway. And honestly, I don't even know that that's a part of my lot. Quite frankly. It doesn't say to ask them to go home, but I don't think that's my home. All right, we're done. We finished. We finished the deed. We're good. And Rochelle said, I am tired. I need a nap after that. I hear you, girl. And Danae's cleaning up. Could you? The life, all right? You just got tapped to oblivion. And then your partner said, all right, you're sleepy? All right, cool. I'm going to go take care of the house. I'm going to go clean, take care of the babies, our horsies, all right? You rest up, babe. I got you for round 2, okay? I really did that when I made Danae. I really crafted that. Wow.
I'll move.
All right. Now clean everything up because why is this horse just having like a existential crisis right now? Girl, you good? You good, babe? We can chat about existentialism with our horse. Why not? She's feeling so flirty. I'm so glad the romantically reserved trait is gone because it was really stressing me out. It was really boring to me. I was like, but I like romance. And it's hurting me that you don't. I need the romance in this game. Oh, look at this horse. Look at the face.
Oh. Drone Serben.
So good. Oh my god. Oh, and a happy trot. Oh, so good. I love you, Joe. You're so good. Yeah, tell a joke to your horse. Also, I don't... Green bean. I should grow that. So we can have more green beans. Let me give that green bean to my other sim. And when she gets out, we're going to grow some green beans. Oh, actually, since my horse is in a good mood, I should mount my horse. And we should do some practicing. Oh, you get on there so elegantly now. We're going to practice some basic jumps. She's so happy. She's completely satisfied from a spectacular woo-hooing. She's living her best life right now. I love this for her. We don't need Cupid's corner. We're in love. We're good. I do need Michelle to wake up at some point. Oh my god, so many. And she has to pee. Ugh. Oh. We have Nectar that we haven't aged. Well, I guess while Danae rides her horse. I'll just take care... Taking some of this stuff out of Rochelle's inventory. Okay. I wonder if they can pee the bed. I don't want her to, but I wonder if you can. We've reached jumping level 2. And now everybody is just... doing their thing. I think I am going to... Let me bring this back to me. I am going to go and take care of my puppies, have a little snacky snack. I don't know just yet if I will be popping back on. I don't know yet. I haven't quite made up my mind. But this was a lot of fun. Birthday present. Yeah. I'll let you know. I will put it in the Discord. If you're not a part of the Discord yet, let me see if I can get a link for you real quick. Real quick. Like I said, I'm like an 80-year-old woman, and this is all new to me. Invite people. Copy. There we go. Awesome. Yeah. So if you ever want to know when I'm online, that just sends like an automatic alert now to let you know. So join the Discord. We just chat. We're just gonna chat on there and all of that. It won't be too annoying. And then yeah, I will talk to you all soon. Very soon. Okay?